Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. One of our fans here has sent me a very interesting post I feel is worth analyzing here. President Ruto, Kiambu County Governor, we are waiting for the first harvest. Yes. And then you can see bananas planted on the road. That's in Kiambu. From the look of things, those Kiambu residents are very much disappointed by the state of their roads to a point they have seen it fit to plant bananas on the road to send a warning to their governor. The current Kiambu governor is Wamatangi. In this video, I want us to dissect that post to see what it means politically. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. What does that mean politically? The first meaning, that incident shows and proves that residents of the mountain do not have faith and trust in their leaders. They might have elected those leaders through euphoria. Now that the leaders are in office, residents of Kiambu are realizing that they made a very big political blunder by voting out very good leaders and electing this current crop of leaders. I believe that's what is making them to plant bananas on the road. Most likely, they are regretting having voted out very good leaders. Yes, that's number one. The second meaning, I'm seeing that as a rebellion against William Ruto. And I'm saying that because quite a good number of residents of the mountain were very much optimistic of a William Ruto presidency. In fact, a good majority thought and felt they were going to form a government with William Ruto. Their economic livelihoods were immediately going to improve upon William Ruto becoming the president. Now that William Ruto is the president, they are realizing that things are even worse off than they were when Uhuru Kenyatta was the president. And because these residents cannot reach William Ruto, they are pouring their anger on their local leaders. So in this case, I'm seeing an innocent governor here suffering because William Ruto has failed to deliver to the hustlers. So these hustlers are just pouring their anger on their local leaders. In this case, it's the governor. That's also something I'm seeing coming out very clearly. And then the third meaning to that, I'm also seeing total confusion and hypocrisy on the mountain. When William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua were campaigning, some of these residents now planting bananas on the road and demanding for good roads. They were saying, hawakuli barabara. Yes, they were saying, hawakuli barabara. Right now, they are complaining they want good roads. And it's not only in Kiambu. Some few days ago, we also saw residents of Tetu constituency in Nyeri County also complaining about Mau Mau Road. And they were saying they were promised that the road was to be constructed only for William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua to assume power. The tender for the road, or rather the road's tender, is now being cancelled. That was in Nyeri, Mau Mau Road. And it's interesting that these were the same people saying our Kuli Barabara. What has now changed? And at what point did they realize that roads are important? I'm seeing total confusion and hypocrisy here. These residents are not being honest with themselves and even with their leaders. That's also something coming out very, very clearly. And I'm also seeing some of these leaders from the mountain not being performers. They are not inspiring confidence amongst the people they lead. Yes, they are not inspiring confidence. I honestly believe that if the governor was inspiring confidence among Kiambu residents, I know the residents could have understood maybe some of his plans and what he wants to do for them. And I don't think they could have gone to that extent of planting bananas on the road. It shows that maybe the governor is not very much in touch with these people, or is not involving them in what he wants to do for the county. The best thing the governor should do is to let him involve residents of Kiambu County. Let him explain to them what he wants to do and his roadmap for developing Kiambu County. Because I feel it's maybe still too early for the residents to blame the governor. Unless the governor told them that immediately was to be sworn in as the governor, the roads were going to be good. Maybe because some of these leaders, also when they were campaigning, they were promising things that they knew they could not actually achieve. A case in point is the one William Ruto was saying. Immediately nikiweka Biblia chini, unga itakuwa 70 bob. Those are things that can just lead to rebellion against that kind of a leader. When making or giving out promises and pledges, be realistic. Tell your people or tell your voters things you know you will be able to fulfill and to deliver. And above all, ladies and gentlemen, I'm seeing a very high possibility where fate is just paying back here. The mountain are just being served what they deserve. Yes. I'm seeing fate just paying them back, or rather paying them for what they deserve. And I'm saying that because even before the elections, some things were even very clear that some leaders could not perform or could not deliver. What the mountain did, in my honest opinion, they were just voting along party lines to punish Uhuru Kenyatta. That's what they were doing. And now that Uhuru Kenyatta is out of the picture, you can now see who is being punished here. The residents, by voting in leaders that cannot deliver, they thought they were going to punish Uhuru Kenyatta. In fact, it's now they themselves who are being punished. So I'm just saying fate here, paying them back for maybe what they did, or rather for voting out of ignorance. So maybe in the next election, Mount Kenya residents should and must style up. Elect leaders you know will deliver. Don't elect leaders who cannot perform to punish some other leaders. In fact, you'll just end up punishing yourselves. Let me stop it there for now, ladies and gentlemen. But before I stop, if you are watching us for the very first time, but so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fan and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you, God bless Kenya. Any other person who want to support our channel here, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number, or feel free to send any contribution or whichever support to the number. Yes, to any other person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible again, subscribe. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.